guys, welcome back. Okay, so it feels like a bit of a long time since I've done one of these kind of videos. I don't know why. It's been a bit strange. Right, so the other day I put out a video. Like a vlogging kind of video, and someone said on the video, why haven't I... So we're trying to catch the light. Have we cut?
I think stay here, perfect.
I should stay there,
Yeah.
Okay, great. Right, so someone asked on the video, why have I not been putting out building videos? The building videos are still there. There has been a lot of background stuff happening. At the moment, we are in talks about the kitchen. I'm trying to sort out the solar, which will come hopefully soon as well. And obviously trying to do the skirting, that has been a lot of work. We've had so many options. People saying, try here. And sometimes it has worked out, sometimes it hasn't worked out. Trying to get the samples, these things take time. And so although we have been doing stuff, it's not necessarily stuff that you guys would be able to see. So I've not necessarily had that content to kind of like show you, but little things have been happening around the house. So building is going to be there for as long as we're building. The building is going to be there. Even when we finish construction, we still have loads of interior design to go as well. So that's all coming. So it will all be in the mix for you guys to see. Okay, so guys, I have just had the quote back for the skirting. Can I use the word obsession? Or maybe that's too strong, I'm not sure. Something like that, anyway. So anyway, I've just really wanted to get it done. And so, you know, in my last video where I said that we found a company that can do it for us. So I just got the quote back. And you can probably tell from my demeanor right now, and I'm feeling a little bit deflated here because the quote came back at like 11,000 cedis and some change. And I'm just like, how? Like this small skirting that we're doing, 11,000. Like, do you know what I could do with 11,000 cedis right now? I could like finish laying all the blocks upstairs and do some other things, and you know, like that's a lot of money, and especially to say it's just for skirting. I feel like we could build wardrobes for that, you know. I don't know. For me, it's a lot. And when I look at the cost breakdown, so what I'm looking at is like the cost for the wood was like around. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm remembering from mine the wood was like 3,005, spraying was like 1,008. I think the sanding was 800 cedis or something like that, and then the labor was 3,000. Like for me, I've seen their work and their stuff is really good. I know that if we did it, it would be really good, but I don't think I can justify paying that price because I just feel like it's too much. It just feels too much. It doesn't sit well with me, and so. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that 11,000 cedis for skirting is a lot, or do you think it sounds about right? I wasn't really expecting the quote to come back at that price. Don't ask me what number I was thinking of, but it definitely wasn't 11,000, and I definitely don't have the budget for 11,000 at this precise time. So I'm not sure. It's a bit frustrating, I think, as well for me, because I feel like without the skirting, it's hard to go to the next step because we want to paint, but I think the skirting has, I don't know actually, or do we paint for, I can't remember which way around Kwame said. But anyway, one of the two, but it feels like it's kind of holding the like us getting up here to finish off these little things, because I don't want to move in here, then have workmen in the house and all that. So I want to make sure whatever's done in here is going to be done and dusted and finished. So it's feeling kind of frustrating for me, to be honest with you. So I almost feel like I'm back to the drawing board, unless they can come back to me with some sort of negotiated price, which feels a lot better to me. I'm going to have to start looking at different options. I know you guys have given me loads of different options, but unfortunately they're not really the ones for me. I know some of you have used wood and you've just done like a beveled edge, so it's just like a straight edge, but that's not what I'm looking for. I actually want to have the detailing. I know it's only a very small thing, but it will make a big difference. So I really want to have the detailing in the skirting, and so we're going to have to continue looking. So this is my deflated face, guys. That's me looking deflated and feeling like I'm going back to the beginning again, but hey ho, it's one of those things. Yeah, it'll be done somehow, some way, somehow. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so right now I'm talking to another company about some skirting, just because I'm not 100% settled yet. So even though you know we found English traders and they seem to be really, really good, the price, as I mentioned before, was a bit high, a bit on the high end. So I'm not 100% sure. I mean, he did contact me again after that, and he did come down a bit on his price, but still I feel like I still need to explore some other options. So we're actually going to be seeing about like a PVC skirting. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but they assured me that they've done it for quite a few people, so I'm going to be looking at that, and that should be coming soon, so you'll get to see what that sample looks like.
So it's something that is very reliable. It's not like the wooden one that ants eat termites.
Yeah.
This one is there. It's there for you. Even when you mop, it doesn't.
And that doesn't affect it with the paint lever as well. Okay.
It now depends on the quality of paint we're using to paint.
Yeah, now we can determine it's more.
So this is just covered with, this is PVC.
PVC, yes.
PVC. Is that just the outside? Because inside looks like something else.
Yeah, the inside is a wooden.
Okay.
So it's been covered with the PVC.
Oh, okay. It's like an MDF or something.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay, so it's laid over. Can it be thicker than that?
Sir?
Can you see the width?
You don't have it thicker than this?
Oh, we only have one that is a little bit more than, but it's not in stock for now.
Oh, you got a little bit bigger than this?
No.
Smaller? No. We wanted it almost like...
You want it to be higher, longer.
It's just it.
It only comes as this size.
Okay. You know the problem you have, you've actually got a tall ceiling. And if you're not careful, if you get the skirting size not right to the ceiling, it may appear a bit, but I think it works, isn't it? I think it works. Okay.
So after installing, we still use a fill. Depending on how, you know, most of the houses are not, so so most guys we use a filler.
Yeah, to fill it in. Cork. Yeah, I know. Decorator's cork. Okay. My concern is the lip. Okay. That lip that you got there, after a while, will it not lift up? Yeah. To say is, you know, from here, this part, this here, how are you going to get this to stay? Because this one will, anything can come, it can lift.
No, nothing can
this.
Because while we are installing, we use the filler mixed with the glue to stick. We also use a half-inch nail to tack to hold it firm.
Oh, okay.
So you nail it.
So it's not a nail, so we just put in, it won't go in finish. We cut it and fill that space of the distance. So it enables the goat to hold very well firm. So nothing can stay.
No.
Put your camera on me. I don't know, I'm a bit confused, I'm not sure. It seems like an easy solution, but it's not just about easy, it's
a shame it's not thick, or it looks very thin, it's like paper. That's what it is. I mean, the product is good, but it's almost like the thing is not thick, because by the time you put the seal and someone has come and painted it, I don't think you even notice it.
No, I think you would.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen a picture on Pinterest where they had a very thin one. That was the first time that I kind of got to see. I wish I could even find it quickly. I saw one and I thought, wow. They're exposing all my pictures. Hold on, wait. Hey. Okay, look here. You see this picture I have? You see the skirting is very, it's just plain and it's very thin, but it's got the height. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the same product though, is it?
I know it's not the same product, but I'm just saying it because you were talking about the thickness.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the thickness doesn't really matter because this one still looks really nice, but this is not as high. It's blurring if you
No, but the thickness is, no, but you need to go in. I'm trying to go in, look at the thickness. What I'm trying to say. Okay, well.
Okay.
It's your choice. You're there.
No, just...
I cut the back and break.
Okay.
So show here. It's just the wood that
Oh,
goes
so it can go into the
Into the
corner.
wall.
to just go into the
Okay, so it'll be a good finish. Okay. Okay. I'm like.
Not enough wow factor.
What do you think? I mean, anyway, look, what are you thinking, Bella?
I don't know, it's an option there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Well, depending on this flair, or this one will make maybe a wooden flair or a vinyl.
Yeah, what we're thinking is just the skirting is very small, thin. We wanted it a bit more bigger just to make an effect. But all the bedrooms, we can use this one. So there's 4 bedrooms. So the 4 bedrooms, I think you can handle this because it's a bedroom. But when it's like this space, living room, something has to almost look popping out. That's what I'm thinking. So
I think
this whole place is
we have to have
so
a think about it. I think we'll have to think about it, and then we'll have to come back to you on it.
Yeah. But I'm liking, to be honest, I am liking
Can we keep the samples here?
Okay.
Yeah, to make that decision. But I am liking this one. I'm liking it. It's working on me, you know. And the good thing about it, because it's paintable.
Yeah.
You see, so it's a good. Yeah. Okay.
Once it's dirty, it's just a rag.
To just wipe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you guys are probably wondering what my thoughts are because I held back a bit, I guess, while the guy was here about the skirting. And what am I thinking? Very good question. Okay, so my initial thoughts are, it looks okay. Like, if you remember back to some of my old videos, I said, you know, if I can't get the skirting that I want, I'd rather have nothing. So now I feel like I've come up a level from that. So I'd rather have that PVC skirting than have nothing. It's skirting, it does what it says on the tin, but it doesn't wow me, and I feel like if I was to use it, I would just be using it just because, but I feel like it doesn't bring any character to the room. It doesn't, it's just not enough. Like if it was thicker and it was like, kind of like a bit of a higher height like this, then it would probably, it would do better, it would look better. But I think just as it is at the moment, it's just like, for me, it's a bit wishy-washy, I don't know. I feel like the pictures that I saw on Instagram wowed me more than what I'm seeing here, but perhaps if I saw the finished product, maybe I would feel better about it, I don't know. Well, Kwame was saying that, you know, perhaps we should use it for the bedrooms, which could work, but again, I feel like, well, if we use it for the bedrooms, it's just a standard something, you know. And so he was saying use it for the bedrooms, and then for the hallway and for the living room, use the ones that we saw from English Tradex, which would be made of redwood, and we would paint it white. So I'm kind of torn because I feel like there's 2 things here. So if we use the one from English Tradex, you know, he says that, you know, you won't get any problems with termites and it won't damage over time, which is excellent. But what if it does? After paying that money, what if it does? And the second thing is, if we use this PVC one, you know, again, it doesn't wow me. I'll just be so quick. I feel like I'm putting something mediocre there. And does that really work for me? I don't know. I just feel like the house should be a little bit of a showpiece. Well, I'm saying showpiece. Like that's not like to boast or something, but I'm just saying like I feel like it should be something that's like fantastic. Like, you know, like when you've done a really good piece of work and you sit there and you think, wow, I'm really pleased with that. That's how I want to feel about when we finish the house. I don't want to look back like in a year's time, or even 6 months' time and say, okay, I did that, but I wish I'd done the other one. You know, I just don't want to have any regrets with the house. I just want it to be the way I want it to be. And I guess that's the reason why it's taking so long. So, I haven't ruled out the PVC skirting. I definitely haven't ruled it out. But I'd say I'd probably 60% ruled it out, if that makes sense. Yeah, probably about 60% I've ruled them out because I'm not wowed by it. But then I also don't want to spend too much money on having the redwood, but I feel better with the redwood. So I don't know, I'm confused. What do you guys think? Comment below and let me know because I'm so confused. I genuinely am confused. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we'll see.
They have to bring everything to the factory. They're bringing everything to the factory, isn't it? This is a factory. We approve it.
We're a factory.
Yeah, because it is though, isn't it? Before it goes out, because you're looking at it.
Yeah, so basically, we're showing you guys. Kwame's saying that we're a factory because we're basically showing you guys the options out there. We're doing all the hard work. We're doing all the running around, having all the headache so that you guys can get to see what is available, and you can also make your own decisions from there as well as to what you do and do not like. So there's lots more to come. We are going to, this week we're going to be looking for some paints as well, some paint samples.
And the brands of paints were around.
Yeah, maybe. So lots of things happening basically. So yeah, the brick tiles, not the brick tiles. The tiles will be cleaned with the brick acid. Kwame has been doing some cleaning up here. Kwame's been doing some cleaning up. He's been sweeping up the place, ready to kind of like try and get the place prepared for when the guys come. In fact, they're coming tomorrow to come and give the place a good wash and a good clean to make sure that we can then start putting on the skirting and doing the paint work and all the other fun little bits. And we need to get the architraves, is that right? Yeah. The architraves so that go around the doors, you know, the door frames.
Not to cut you off or something like that, but do you know why we do the brick acid?
Why's that?
What am I saying?
To clean it.
Yeah, but also it's a little trick as well to identify if they've grouted it or not. So what will happen is if it's dust and it's a void,
you won't know.
The brick acid will lift it up. But if it's grouted,
it shouldn't.
No, because it's got all these elements inside it, so it doesn't. It will. So if it starts to lift up, you know, there's some areas that the talents didn't do. So let's just see that trick.
So we have to see that. Okay. So obviously we have other little things to do. I'm going to move so the light maybe disappear. Yeah. Obviously we have other things like this as well. These need to all be done. I mean, people keep saying that we're so close to finishing, and we kind of are close to finishing and be able to move, but we have little things that need to be done before that we can move. So like, I'm waiting for the sockets to come. Obviously, I've had these shipped from the UK, some of them, not all. So once those come, we can have these fitted, and then we're another step closer. So there's things happening, but it's just a process, you know what I mean? Just a process, basically. So that's what we're waiting for. So, yeah, that's it. And my son is here tapping me. And when he's tapping me, it means that it's time, I guess.
To go bye-bye.
My time is getting up, isn't it?
Okay guys, as you can see, we just delivered in all the 5-inch hollow blocks from the same company. As you can see, we're doing up the top. I mean, this is the main guy himself, the main owner himself. And what is the right process to do blocks? Sometimes we hear people doing pantan blocks. Yeah. You know, the homemade blocks. And what do you advise concerning them kind of blocks as well? Okay. So I really like to have a good idea of the factory-made one and obviously the pantan blocks. And your opinion, please.
The factory-made one, for instance, yes, you go for your grade 1 quarry dust. Okay. That has a little of the stones in it. Okay, so that's this one here. Like this one here. This is grade 1, right? Okay, yes. Then you're mixing. Yes. The cement that we normally use is 42.5 instead of other ones. Okay. So we always use either Dangote 42.5 or Gasel 42.5.
Okay. So as we got the
Dangote, that's right. That Dangote is here. Yes. That is what we normally use. And then this is rapid, but we normally use 42.5. Gasel. Okay. To get it very strong. Fantastic. And then apart from that, we mix it with a machine. It's not man-made mixing. Fantastic. And then during the molding itself, the compression is so solid. Yes. And after the manufacture, we make sure we water it, cure it for a period of at least 14 days. Supposed to be 21. At least 14 days and about. We cure it. We make sure it's well cured before we deliver. Okay. So sometimes you may get people buying the blocks, but they're not realizing that there is a curing time. There's a curing time. Okay, fantastic. There's a time you have to allow it to cure. Yes. By doing morning, you water it, spring water on it, so that it will be well cured before you give it out. Okay, fantastic. So literally 14 days to 21 days. 14 days to 21 days, it should be out of the factory. Okay, wow. And can you explain also concerning the pantan blocks? I mean, a lot of people traditionally, you still see them using it to today. Yeah. Some people actually want to think of the cheaper way of molding blocks. You can do that, but at the end of it all, it's like you are building your mansion or your building on a structure that is not solid. Okay. So the pantan doesn't give you the vibration that you want. Fantastic. The mixing doesn't give you the mixture that you want. Fantastic. And even they are not prepared to do the curing like we do. So that is the disadvantage in that one.
Okay.
We are in the modern world.
Yes.
So you mold the blocks with your machines, cure them very well.
Yes.
Before you let them go out to the market.
Fantastic.
So the guys have been here a couple of days ago actually, and what they've done is, I don't know if you can tell, but they've actually started to level out this area. So this is a mixture of the rubble that has come from bits to do with the house, and you can see there's rubble and sand. There's sand in here, right?
Yeah, mix of laterite, broken blocks.
Everything is
Hardcore,
here.
they call it hardcore filling.
Hardcore filling, okay. So this is basically what we've done to kind of level out the place, because this was very rubbly. There was like big bits of rubble here, and walking here was a bit awkward because you would walk and you'd kind of like stumble a bit like that. But they've leveled it out now. So what are they going to put on top here afterwards, now they've done that? Or we're just leaving it like this for now?
Yeah, just let the rain do its stuff.
Oh,
More
okay.
webbing in the rain, when it pours,
Yeah.
it will start settling things down.
Right.
Especially the sand and the laterite.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
and then when we've done, we'll compact everything. Because I know that you say you wanted to join these
Yes.
columns to make extra rooms.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so what I wanted to do was make the downstairs a little bit bigger. So what we're gonna eventually do, not right now because we've got too much happening at the moment, is we're gonna get these pillars to join and bring the house out a little bit to come to the pillars, right? To give a little bit more space inside, just to make the rooms a little bit bigger. So that's the plan, but not now, not yet. Not yet. Too much, way too much on our plate at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've just done this just as a temporary measure for now, and later on we're gonna kind of like sort this downstairs out, but we don't want to do anything here yet because there's still a lot of construction works and things happening. You don't want to do your downstairs and then find you've got a problem and then wish you hadn't done it. So that's why it's like this, but it actually feels nicer than it did before. It was not the best earlier. You see me trip here a couple of times, so yeah, this is how it is now. So I know a few of you felt that I was a bit backwards when I was like, you're using your phone to measure when the guy came to the skirting, right? So I finally discovered the app on my phone where you can actually measure the floor for yourself. And so I'm super excited. So today I was actually up here myself and I was using my phone and I was like, this is amazing. So I was going around my phone doing all the measuring in this room. So now I have a rough idea of the size of this room because I didn't have a clue before. So I've got a couple of quotes for the skirting and I can actually tell them the measurements in this room by using my phone. Technology is absolutely amazing. And it has a leveler as well. Did you know that phones have a leveler?
Yeah, they had it from iPhone 5, iPhone 6. Remember the ones we used to download the app? All them things from app stores.
Why couldn't you just pretend to be
yeah,
a little bit surprised?
It's true, man. That's a brand new idea. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, I know.
Wow,
so
technology is just
I just
too
thought
much.
I'd share that idea with you.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
blew my mind.
Yeah, so I knew it.
I can feel the atoms just moving into
See,
my brain
so
cells.
for those of your friends and family that don't know that your phone can actually, you know, measure and be a leveler as well, now you know. I am the person of all knowledge. Do you see?
What an amazing chick.
What can I say? Anyway.
Amazing girl.
Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed, guys, please hit the subscribe button for me, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to also do me a favor and like, comment, and share this video so that this video can go out to a wider audience. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, I am out as usual. Nutty Papa.